Hello. So I've seen a lot of people on the internet asking about how to make a cheap dart. Well, I'm going to show y'all how I make my personal dart that I've been using for almost since the beginning. So let's get started. So what you'll need: rice or beans, a dress tie. You can get a really cheap one at Goodwill for like $2 or $3, Salvation Army or something like that, or one that's lying around your house. The silk ones are pretty good. They hold up pretty nice. Any kind of rope that you want. I personally like this kind of rope right here for rope darting. It breaks in pretty nice. Yet rope burn is definitely high possibilities, but if you learn how to kind of stroke the rope, then you'll be all right. But you can get actually a smaller pack of these at the dollar store here, at least in America. I don't know if wherever you're at, but try to go to a dollar store and see what kind of rope, keychain rings, and a lot of electrical tape. Well, I like electrical tape. All right, so what we'll do is we'll grab the dress tie first, okay? This one actually was made into a dart first, but I tore it apart so that I could make this tutorial. So, first part, you'll see this part of the tie. You're going to rip the first seam here that's attaching this and open this pouch right here. Then you're gonna take a plastic bag. I forgot that's part of the material list, a plastic bag. And then you're gonna take your rice and fill the bag with a little bit of rice. Now, if you are picky about weight, get yourself a postal scale. That's, holy mother of pearl, that's a lot. Alright. So there's a little playing around here and there. I'm gonna just pour it on the... Okay. So you put it in a little corner right here. You can kind of fold it over. This is just a protective layer so that just in case the tie rips, at least there's another layer. Alright, doesn't need to be too perfect. Then you're gonna take your electrical tape. Wow. Me nothing. Gonna open it up. I should have opened this up before the video. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of this tape. Okay. Fold it over a little bit, and this is just to keep it kind of closed. Nothing, don't have to be too fancy with it, just something really closed. Now, take this tie, you put it and fit it in there. Shove it all up in there. Alright, just like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to the other side of the tie. You're going to give yourself a good bit of length, okay? The more length that you give, the more of a tail you're going to have. So, some people like a long little flag or tail on it. Me, I kind of just do whatever. But you just kind of fold it over a little bit. Then you're just going to make a regular knot like you would when you start tying your shoes. So just around. I don't know what knot this is called, but you're just gonna pull it through, okay? Once you do, that kind of rhymed. It's true. But then you're gonna have this little loopity-loop here, and later on we're gonna be able to attach a rope to this, okay? Now we're gonna go back to the other end, okay? We're going to just start folding it over, making sure it's tight and straight. Bop, bop, bop. I like to fold it a little bit like this to give it a little long oblong shape. Okay. You're just gonna fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it, all the way until it gets to around here. Okay. If it doesn't reach at one of the end points here, you know, just adjust the knot or what have you. Now you're gonna take your electrical tape. Okay. And you're just gonna start taping it. So what I like to do is I like to start a little bit off to the side, or going this way first, just a few times, so it'll keep it together. Okay. And this I messed up. Ah! I put the tail in there. Okay. So now you got it a little bit around this way a little bit. Now what I like to do is I like to start doing it this way now. Making sure the ends are covered. Now this will take a little while, but all you do is pretty much tape it however you'd like to. The tape adds a little bit of weight whenever you're doing it, so remember that whenever you're measuring your rice. Alright. So now I covered both ends on this side. So make sure whenever you're taping it that this part right here, you're gonna secure it really tightly. So whenever you go back and forth, I go one way this way, then one way this way. It crisscrosses it, so it keeps the tape all tight together. Okay, now that I went that way, I'm going to go back this way and see this little bit right here. I'm gonna start right over there so it makes sure it stays tight. We're at 6 minutes. All right, just gonna keep on wrapping it. Then I start crisscrossing it a little bit, making sure I keep or cover up all the exposed spots. We're gonna give it a nice layer. Okay, this way. Now I'm gonna start going down this way. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, I'll just kind of expedite, but you get the gist of it. There's a little bit of exposed areas, but it's going to be fine for now. Okay, you know, making sure though whenever you're doing it, covering everything, and then maybe another layer because this is going to be hitting a lot of things, and we don't, you know, we want to make it durable. All right, next thing, we're going to take one of these rings, keychain rings. Okay. We're going to open it up. We're gonna feed the tie through it. Okay. All right, now we got a ring and a rope dart head. Now, rope, for all you beginners who don't know how to measure out a good length or a good starter length, this is what we're going to do. Take your rope. Get out of your chair. Alright. Rope dart's not for sitting. Alright, we're going to take the rope. Okay. That starting part, the same knot that we did over here, we're going to tie at the very beginning of the rope. Okay, we're going to double it over like that. And we're just going to tie it into a knot, making a loop at the very end of the rope. Okay. Ah. Oh my god. I have a little thing of nail that's catching on the rope and it's stupid. Very stupid. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, make sure it's tight. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this part of the rope and see this, we're going to just feed the rope through, and when you do, you have this circular part right here. You're going to put your hand in here, your left hand if you're right-handed, other hand if you're left. And you're going to go here. We're going to open our hand, wingspan length, all the way till it hits the ground. That's normally what they say is the length of the rope that you would want. So take your foot, stomp down on the rope a little bit where it meets the ground, okay? And make sure your arms are up and parallel to the ground. If your hands are down here or here, it's gonna be a wonky length, okay? So make sure it's sa-da-da, press down with your foot, make sure it's good length. Now that spot, you're gonna grab that spot exactly where it was on the ground, okay? We're gonna go here, and same thing. We're gonna take that same loop that we did earlier, okay? And bop. Now we have a loop. Now, we're going to take it and we're just going to cut it. Make sure you cut the right end. I have messed up a lot of times and cut the wrong end. Make sure it is the one that is attached to the spool. All right, cut. Now all we got to do is attach the rope to the rope dart head, and we got ourselves a cool little rope dart that we can play with. All right. Any questions, just let me know. But hopefully this helps for all you who don't have a lot of money to buy expensive rope darts and just want to make one to train with. Happy darting!